One quiet night.
Sup. Pandemic Legacy Season 0. We're back. We're in first thing of June. We're gonna draw this card just before you set up your first game in June. We need to talk. I was reviewing your files, looking at the work you did last month, tracking down Sabik?
You reading my card, man?
Yes. Sabik's operatives. I have questions for you. If Operation Card 62 is in the intelligence file, read this. If Operation Card 63 is in the intelligence file. You know, I purposely didn't take these out because I was like, we don't use this that often. This one. Intelligence 62 or 63. There's 60. 78. What? Oh, if neither is there, read this. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Good news.
I was like,
I doubt
Here
it.
you
I was
go.
like, did we F up the game somehow?
Read 221.
221. Sabik is extremely dangerous. The death
That
of John
feels
Cooper,
good.
the aggressive use of the stolen explosives, and the casual disregard for collateral damage point to a deteriorating mental state. Allowing him to continue unfettered places our operation at great risk. No further information.
Cool. Can't trust Sabik anymore, I guess? Maybe?
I don't know.
Mission briefing. We found one of Sabik's safe houses. Given his recent actions, containing him has become a higher priority. Don't send a team. You must handle it personally.
So now the building's gonna get loaded up and we're gonna get blamed for it.
In addition, the Soviets are building another control center, and there is a third Medusa trial. The new strain is considerably stronger, but our research division is already developing a stopgap treatment to counteract the most severe symptoms. Open 0006 and read its contents.
And then there'll be a long line. I know we told you can't get the vaccine for like 3 weeks. It'll be
Is that
mail-in
the box?
appointment.
Yeah. There wasn't a 9, right? Just
Right.
making sure.
Yep, just 8, up to 8.
Okay. Because I'm like, oh.
We've already punched in or
Reading it
something?
upside down.
Yeah.
Well, it would be 9,000 then, right? It's over 9,000.
Just making sure. 6
I have a
of them.
headset at home.
You do?
Yeah, we have
Here we got
multi
shields and
headset.
numbers.
Punchy bits.
Yeah, we have a scouter.
There you go.
Is this what I'm reading?
I'm guessing so.
That's all the stuff.
I see stickers.
So, well, we got actions,
There you go. Oh, well, lots of stuff.
and there's those not assets, what are they called? Asset, yeah, those are assets.
Yep, they get added to
Actions.
the rule book.
Rules.
Cool, and then we
I'm
all
not
got
building.
new actions to add.
Doesn't have the rule book.
Rule book.
Delicate infiltration work holds the highest level of operation security. You will need to resolve these objectives personally without the support of a team. And then it has like instructions with right now. Get operations cards 70 and 71 and place them side by side next to the board.
Gained it.
To form an
Oh wait,
infiltration
Operation
site.
70 and 70? Wait,
Operation cards 70 and 71.
I think he's doing infiltrate first.
okay.
If we're trying to match.
This is infiltration, yes.
So, what are we putting them side by side?
Yes, place them side by side next to the board to form an infiltration site.
Infiltration site, Sabik safe house in Mexico City. Entrance. A neutral alias is required to enter the infiltration. Front room. If you're in this room during the mop-up step, scratch one cover.
Ooh.
Basement. So it's like a mini-map somewhere on the board.
Does it need to be here or?
It just said next to the board.
Okay. Then it says put the 9 enclosed security tokens by the side of the board. You'll use them when you set up
Which one did you
infiltration
put first?
objectives. The
Infiltrate?
keypad numbers on these tokens relate to the keypad numbers on the city cards.
Okay.
And then the last thing is add the enclosed stickers to the rulebook and the reference cards. So these all say rulebook.
So what did you do Friday? Oh, we just talk to friends, put the stickers on things. You know, adult things.
Okay, so that one's done. Alright.
That's okay,
This is
Matt.
a disrupt trial
Keep it
objective.
moving.
Disrupt trial. That's the one where you need to have an active team in at least one of the target cities. Set up, separate 11 Europe city cards from the player deck, shuffle them, and place 4 of them face up
Ew.
into the operations area. These are the 4 trial cities.
Of course.
Shuffle the remaining Europe cards back into the player deck. Finally, flip this card over.
It says roll P, so it goes here, right?
So, 1, 2, 3, or 4 known cities in Europe at the same time. What is... Oh, this is like asterisk van. So it's any van? Right?
I hope so, because that's a lot.
Disrupt trial in 1, 2, 3, or 4 known
Soviet.
cities in Europe at the same time.
It's probably because they're Soviet.
So you have to have the correct van in that city.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it could be different vans.
damn.
Do you need me to read
Damn.
the rules?
So we need a bunch of Soviets.
Soviets and Allied, unless Madrid gets added, then we need 1 neutral.
Check these.
Madrid is in
Those
Europe.
Those are the
Oh,
things.
I got you. Okay.
Why wouldn't Madrid get added? It's in Europe.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to need Soviet and Allied vans, definitely.
Shred pile?
Possibly a neutral van. 1 neutral van.
We're shuffling them. It picks the 4, right?
Yes. So the next objective, this is an infiltration objective. So that's the new thing that we just learned
Oh,
about.
and then he dropped it on his wife's head.
Oh.
To set up, find cards 70 and 71. We did that. And place them face up next to each other to form this infiltration site.
You may drop
Mix
it.
all the security tokens
Security tokens.
and place one face down on each circle on the infiltration site.
Okay.
Return the leftover security tokens to the reserve without looking at them. Flip this card over and place it on the board. So this one
we see these
says...
guys?
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah, that would be horrible if you had to spend some turns trying to figure out what those are.
Yeah.
Do I need to read these out loud that I just put on the thing?
No, not yet. Because it's whatever...
Prague.
oh, wait,
Berlin.
No. Berlin? Oh, East Berlin.
Kiev.
Kiev. 3 Soviets.
That sounds like
Paris.
the noise from
And an Allied.
Dumpstar.
Alright. No neutral ones.
Oh, your fire starter lady?
Did these go up there and
Yep,
not used?
those go
or-
over here. Yep.
Here you go.
Wait,
At least it's kind of in a line,
we don't get these back in our deck?
Nope.
Well, that's rude.
right?
Yep. Alright, the third objective.
We're playing Rude Legacy season.
This objective has an unknown target city, so don't shuffle that yet. To set up, separate the 13 Asia city cards, shuffle them,
No.
and place one of them face down.
Guys, I have Asia.
Operation deck. Shuffle the remaining cards,
good
blah blah blah.
stronghold.
So that's the same thing. Acquire target in 1 unknown city in Asia. Great.
We don't.
Great.
Oh, I guess you're using that extra space for agents. I'm like, we don't have room for all these cards.
Leave Asia to me, guys.
Here, I'll move
I
these
rule it with
guys
an iron umbrella.
over
Gunbrella.
here.
Lead gunbrella.
These guys can hang out in the
Smith and Wesson.
what's it called? The
You
the
have
reef.
prototype.
It's a coffee mug.
They're gonna hang out with Dory and Nemo over here.
Laney Williams.
Who wants
Asian
to
crime boss?
Who wants to do the Mexico City thing?
Oh, I'm gonna focus on. I was gonna say I'm gonna focus on China. Good lord.
Asia.
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 All right.
So this is our unknown Asian place.
Yep.
Cool.
Secret. Never mind.
Agent. Agent.
I was gonna say place, and then I just was like, no, that's just not something I want to put out on the internet to have.
Your first year evaluations continue. Remember that these are important. Any restrictions you receive will not necessarily reflect our opinion on the quality of your work.
And take away the
That's what
Washington
they say
only.
when they. Yeah.
So I
They
like
are a
how,
time-tested method by which we train junior agents. Oh, questions. What were you gonna say?
Oh.
I like how in this one, like, it's our first year, like, being agents, but the world necessarily won't end. So, you know, we all know that happens, like, 80 years later, but
Pen. I got a pen.
she's at home.
Decide as a group, then fill in one bubble per question. Things never look bleak or hopeless. 1 to 5. Strongly disagree to strongly agree.
Oh, these are the ones. How do you feel about this, and which one's right and wrong?
So everything is neither bleak nor.
So we
What
want
was
to things never look bleak or hopeless. You can strongly disagree to strongly agree.
I'd say 3.
Neutral,
never
3.
A neutral 3. Things are never hopeless.
I don't want to say they're
I
never
mean, I would
hopeless.
feel that way, but Reed? I don't know about Reed.
We've been able to pull things off.
Yeah, I'll go with 4. Yeah. Yeah.
4?
4 is on the hopeful side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
A hopeful 4.
I like 4.
Wait, hold on. Things never look bleak or hopeless. So if you agree that it doesn't look bleak or hopeless,
So you strongly agree with that, would be 5. That it never looks bleak.
that it never looks bleak. Okay, got it.
So we're saying
4.
sometimes it gets there. So we're saying 4.
4.
But we always try. You know, like last time.
And we actually pulled it out.
We tend to believe all human beings are worthy of respect.
Oh,
No.
that's a 1. Is there
Yeah.
less than
No,
less than
no.
1? 0.5?
No, I'm a healthcare worker.
1. 1. I'm okay with the 1.
Yep.
After answering this, put this in your personal file.
Happily.
Personal file. Psychological evaluation.
Lord.
Oh, here you go. Review your responses to questions 5 through 9.
Review your responses you just submitted.
So these two. Okay. Record your answers, then total your
Move
result.
every team up to 3
results.
cities away from their current location.
So we got
I don't think there's that
4 on that one,
Put a safe
So
house
9,
and
in
then
one city
5
on
on
the
that
board.
one, and then 3 on that one, and then 4 on that one, and then
No.
1.
I don't think
So that's
that
5,
one's
10, 17. 17. Flip this card over for your test results.
Oh dear lord.
Oh,
you
right.
you sure it said through 9?
Yeah, 5 through 9.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Take
Read the
Washington thing
debrief
away.
corresponding to your total. 17 through 25, 197.
197.
Man, we got 17. Is it saying 17 through?
17 through 25, yes. We could have 1 through 8, 9 through 16, 17 through 25.
Oh, so we're in the higher bracket.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
Well, last time we were in the low bracket. So
They're like you fool. You have too much faith in things.
yeah, it was like, oh, remember? It was like, oh, you thought it was spread by animals, whatever. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, you're rude. Don't make that face.
197.
I have reviewed your answers, and I have a restriction to implement.
No!
Confidence is a virtue, but remember that you operate under a strict code of moral and professional conduct. I look forward to seeing your progress. Find card 55 from the operations deck and place it face up in the operations area.
I will burn you, boss.
Evaluation. Arrogant.
Jesus.
Let's go.
You must
Last time-
discard an additional city card of any affiliation to do the assemble teams action.
That's so rude.
Wow, game.
Okay, well that's not too bad. That's not
Wow.
too bad for me because that
Well,
just
you're
means,
normal now.
That just means I need 5.
Yeah.
So that's so rude. First we were under fucking achievers, and now we're arrogant
Okay,
assholes.
so we're going to do undocumented actions where we can remove a restriction. It's good. We waited. It's good. It's good. It's
Okay,
good-
hold on.
good
Okay,
information.
keep this card in your personnel file. Alright, so this will go back in here.
Yeah, on the bottom. Paperclip to another one.
Pause. Draw this card and read the back when instructed. when you complete or fail the disrupt trial objective. Okay.
Okay.
So first off,
So we're on pause now.
Do I need to read a pause?
I got rid of her. Just saying. Would anybody be upset?
Got rid of who?
The lady, the BB.
Oh, how would you get rid of her? I'm
I'm
down
sorry,
to listen.
I'm sorry,
What's
Lena.
this
What
plan?
was her name again?
BB?
The BB?
BB. So we get 5.
we have 1.
So I would like
Or the FBI.
get rid of a restriction, get rid of a card in the discard pile.
Discard this discard pile, right?
Yeah, and move it to
Okay.
the game end.
So. Airlift
Quiet
is always
night.
good.
Quiet night.
Yeah.
The thing that removes 2 agents. And then I don't know what else.
Probably
Air-
forecast or airlift.
Airlift.
So, well, yeah. Airlift is always good. Forecast is always good too, but airlift.
I feel like forecast when by the time we really probably need it, we're already at the 3
Right.
and delaying or may not that we can't
do I
really
flip
do
these
anything.
tokens over?
No.
I think we have to figure out what numbers they are.
So we're doing infiltrate. So what is infiltrate? While in a room at an infiltration site, reveal the cards required to move to an adjacent room, then move there.
I don't know what that means though.
Enter exit infiltration site.
So that's, I think, room 1.
Move between an
2 and
infiltration
3.
city and the entrance room of its infiltration site. Your alias must match the city's affiliation. Okay.
Right.
Which
Okay.
is neutral
So
because
maybe
it's in Mexico
rulebook?
City.
Rulebook?
And that's the
What are
one
the
where
new rules
you
that you added?
get a scar for going in, right?
You get a scar if you're not in the basement.
Enter exit infiltration site. Move your pawn between an infiltration city and the entrance room of its infiltration site. You must use an alias that matches the affiliation of the infiltration city to do this action. Whenever you enter a room, reveal all face-down security tokens adjacent to it.
Okay.
If you exit an infiltration site to a city with a disease cube and or contamination sticker, do not take any symptom cards.
Cool. Okay.
Did you want me to read infiltrate also and get out?
Yes.
Okay, infiltrate. When at an infiltration site, reveal cards from your hand matching the symbols on the security tokens for an adjacent room to move your pawn to the adjacent room. You must cross a security token in order to move to an adjacent room. Whenever you enter a room, reveal all face-down security tokens adjacent to it. While at an infiltration site, this is a note, you may do only the infiltrate and exit infiltration site's actions, and are not considered to be in any city.
Okay.
Security tokens are not removed during the game, but are reset at the start of each game with an infiltration objective.
Okay.
And get out is at the end of mop-up step. If your pawn is at an infiltration site, you must shift it back to its infiltration city.
So you only have 1 turn to get in there.
Damn.
Get in, get out.
So if you're in there, could you read that one more time?
The get out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the mop-up step, if your pawn is at an infiltration site, you must shift it back to its infiltration city.
Got it. Okay. So you have 1 turn to go and get, because you get bumped back out.
Right. But then what does that say? That it says if you're in that specific room during mop-up.
So you lose 1 cover. So if you don't get through, you're penalized for it.
And you're kicked back to the...
And you're kicked back out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Help me. My shoe came off.
Your shoe came off?
Yeah.
Okay, and the city cards have numbers on the
You got
bottom.
it?
Oh,
It's a little keypad symbol behind it.
Thank you.
Cool.
you have an Asia.
I tried to get it on my, but every time I push
Wait,
it,
what?
it's just like-
Oh, that's what those numbers are for?
Yeah.
Okay, I was asking what those numbers were for last
I was like,
time.
I don't have cards.
I was actually
Oh,
playing.
so those have numbers on the back of
Yeah,
it?
so once you get in the room, you flip an adjacent token, and then you discard that matching number.
Yeah, discard or reveal it?
Discard, I think.
This is reveal.
Oh.
Infiltrate. Reveal cards, okay.
What happens if you don't have the card? Just get out?
You get bumped out, and you basically lost your turn.
So it sounds like in this situation you can go to that second room, reveal the tokens, and then if you don't have that, you can just go back to the entrance because you have the number.
You're the
If you have the action left to leave, yeah.
Right, if you have the action left to leave,
Yeah.
you go back there so that you don't tick the cover thing.
Okay.
So who's going to be trying to infiltrate?
Can I do it? I
Yeah.
kind of want to do it.
Okay.
Well, it's
so,
got to be your neutral person. So who's
because red can do it.
Okay.
Basil's not probably good
Because
enough to do it.
red gets an action token, so he gets extra actions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you're taking on the infiltration warehouse. I'm taking on Asia. You guys are working on Europe.
You assemble the teams.
We're gonna do this.
Avengers Assemble.
And then
We
we need that one card to get rid of the stupid restriction.
So, well, I can also work on getting.
I thought you used it already.
Ow, I know.
No, we put
have
it in
to-
the deck.
Toronto. London.
For being arrogant.
And Bangkok.
Oh, I see you.
Is that where your visa goes?
Manila.
Nice.
Okay, Karachi. Leopoldville.
No, it's on your
It's over
grid.
here. And Lima.
Lima.
Oh man, these are
Wow,
all spread out.
we actually got to South America this time.
Okay, Khartoum.
Khartoum.
Los Angeles.
Okay.
And Paris.
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 If
Paris.
you're gonna do that, then don't put the
Pattis?
S on the
Are you
end.
saying
Oh.
Pattis?
We need our people, huh?
It would be Paris. If you're
Paris.
going to do that.
Paris.
Ugh.
No,
Anyway, so it's
I'm not thinking of a fivefold.
not
America?
Bangkok.
Oh yeah, we have to. How many Asia cities? 1.
13.
13, yeah.
Well, I mean,
The pigeon.
face down though.
1.
Just 1 face down. Okay.
Paris.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that start because they were looking
Shanghai.
at the tower?
Okay.
Anyone
I don't
else
have
have
no Asia
Asia?
ones. Nope.
I have Tokyo.
That's Pacific Rim.
Wait, what did you ask?
Asia places.
Because we need to locate this face down card, and that's the gray Asia.
Oh.
Or now that I'm looking at it, it could be beige, and we're just gonna shortcut to Beija. Wordplay.
All right, who wants to go first?
I would like to go first.
Okay.
I think you took it too far. Ouch.
Oh,
So your turtle, Lena. All right. Begin my
should I
turn.
be Janet
get token.
or Rita?
Janet. You guys want a funny TV show to watch on Netflix? You should watch Mr. Kim's Convenience Store.
It's a funny show.
It's just called Mr. It's called
okay.
Kim's Convenience, but it is a really funny show. And the daughter's name is Janet.
Because I have.
All right. I'm going to go. I'm white, right? Ivory. Okay.
Who are you starting as?
I'm gonna start as Jim.
And he.
Damn.
I can give out cards.
Okay.
3.
It says once per turn, as an action, you may take a city card from another player in your city.
5.
I don't think that really helps me.
Hey, entanglements.
Double
But I don't
events.
think we need safe
That's
houses. though.
Extra city thing. Yeah. Get out.
But
Yeah.
it's not completely gone, right? It comes back next game.
Into the reserve.
Into the reserve. Yeah, it doesn't come back.
Moves to the reserve. It is no longer in effect this game.
In this game.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have a kill 2 agents.
Cool.
As
so-
an action, discard a city card to move a team.
San Fran
I think I'm gonna be Rita.
and Cairo.
No, Cairo.
Why does it get a cube?
As a sticker.
No, Cairo is only when.
It's
The green
This
one
one
gets
comes out.
pulled up.
Yeah.
Oh, copy that. Okay.
so, but that guy will die from radioactivism.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Cat.
All right, let's see. I will travel to Manila. Beep boop boop boop.
I'm just hearing the Street Fighter 2 plane sound.
And then I will go to here for 2,
Gunbrella.
3, and 4. I think that's good, right?
You're gonna be there with the thing though. Oh yeah, there's a
There's a
thing.
safe house.
Safe house. Never
We
mind.
put it there for a reason.
Yeah. Alright. Draw your 2.
No!
What did
You got it already?
Escalation.
Oh.
Escalate.
That's bad.
Madrid. Madrid.
I think they're following Kat. They know that she has a visa. They're on you.
Because I'm a crime boss.
The triads.
Yeah, it is. You hit me.
I'm sorry, I had to
You
take my...
keep messing with your foot. You took your
My foot started to hurt.
foot after your shoe after I helped you put your foot in
I
your
should have
shoe.
wore different shoes. So... my foot was hurting. And then, of course, like, my socks were itchy around the ankle. I'm having some problems. I may or may not have injured my foot a few weeks ago.
It's more like a few months ago now.
It
was-
with this card.
And it was late November.
Mm,
Wasn't it after Thanksgiving?
hydration? Probably over here.
I thought it was before Thanksgiving.
Anywho.
Khartoum and London. Oh no!
So,
I have them right here, Chris.
Oh, okay. So, let's hope this doesn't kill us. Recognized
what is?
players in South America
No players in South
or
America.
Europe.
No players in Europe.
All right,
Yet.
cool.
I'm in Asia. So, but anyway, yes, I may or may not have possibly fractured or broken a bone.
Jeez. You didn't go into the hospital for that?
No, she did,
Oh, you did?
but
I had a tele thing when
telemed.
it happened, and it was only swollen maybe a little bit
Okay.
because we have dice on it all day. But because my insurance got messed up, it was in December because I didn't get insurance until
December.
December
Yeah.
1st. I think it happened on
So-
December 2nd, to be honest.
Go 1, 2,
I tripped
3,
going up.
4.
Shiro tripped me going up the stairs. And I landed on my foot. There was a pop. And I couldn't put weight on it. And,
Yeah, Soviet stuff. Paris
so my doctor wanted to do
and
x-rays.
Karachi. Oh, I got Baghdad. So
Oh, did I do Europe? I did the
Yeah.
wrong one. Asia, Baghdad.
I'm in Bangkok. Oh, that's
Pretty.
Baghdad. Yeah.
Bangkok. Oops.
So
It
yeah.
worked out.
So she wanted to take x-rays
Your
that
turn.
it had happened, but because my insurance was showing that I didn't have insurance, they didn't want to cost me like thousands of dollars out of pocket. So she said to stay off of it for 2 weeks, and then we would go from there. Well, of course, in my line of work and us being understaffed, I couldn't quite stay off of it for 2 weeks. So my foot still hurts.
Have you gotten your x-rays yet?
no,
So,
it's been too long now.
She says now it's been too long because even if they take the x-ray and it shows that it broke, it's healing. So now we're taking an ultrasound of it in 2 weeks at the chiropractor because he wants to make sure that it's not, I don't know. My chiropractor and my doctor are doing like 80 different things. I just show up and do what I'm told. So
Listen to your doctor. All right, Sarah, what you doing?
What happened?
oh, I went to
Something broke
Asia-
out in London.
Lunda.
Lundo.
Yeah.
Something happened.
So we were talking about my possibly broken bone in my foot.
Cool.
You know, all the little bones.
Alright.
That makes me think of my brother. I wonder if he found out and what
Oh.
he's gonna get for Social Security now.
You mean just Billy?
Yeah, disability.
What happened to your brother?
He has a disease basically, and he was trying to file for disability, and kept getting denied, and then finally he got approved back in December, and they haven't disclosed like how much they're gonna give him.
Oh.
They have said they'll back pay him all the way back to November 2019. So whatever they decide, it was up in court, but he didn't get an answer until like December 4th.
Is it partial or full?
It's full. So because he can't really work. I mean, it affects his hands and his feet, so
Yeah.
he can't really do a whole lot.
Yeah.
You want to go to London?
No. Well,
I hear it's bumping.
Incidents just happen all the time there.
oh, you don't have an eyeball on that one, right?
Right.
We covered it.
So, 1, 2, 3.
But I read online per WebMD that in order for your like ankle or your foot or whatever to be considered like actually broken, you have to break more than like a certain amount of bones. I think Chris the pin dropped.
I moved this thing.
Yeah. So because it's all like these tiny little bones. So who knows? Who knows what's going on?
But yeah, my brother had to get x-rays of his foot, and it shows that he's had multiple breaks in it,
Yeah.
and they've healed, and he never, because he would sprain his ankles, and
Yeah.
since it's a nerve degenerative, so he never would feel the pain of breaking your foot,
Yeah.
so he never knew he did.
Yeah, so mine is like, for the first day I couldn't put any weight on it whatsoever. And then
Did you draw your cards?
it was more like I like hobbled.
Bangkok.
And then now
Madrid.
it's mostly,
He's
Ooh,
digging.
good thing I cleared up Madrid. Bangkok and Madrid.
Infiltrate.
I thought it was this like bowl, it's like he's not right here.
I don't have a number. Ain't gonna leave now.
so,
All right.
Can you do other stuff now?
Oh, you can take out that guy in Los Angeles. No,
so
you can't,
1,
because
2,
No.
3, 4.
Okay. So you need a what?
8.
8.
Got it.
Okay.
nice.
And a 9. Novosibirsk. Can get an X.
Novosibirsk. Are you guys watching WandaVision? Or are you waiting?
No, I have no idea what it's about, so I haven't really looked at it.
Oh, okay. It's actually pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trippy though, like you're just kind of like, but watching her psyche break down and how she fixes it is very interesting. So.
It's very House of M, like so far right now. It's not like futuristic like the comic was.
Yeah.
Like it's in a utopia thing. With how they're doing it, it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Doing it in a TV show is smart. Yeah, I like that. Fiction.
TV show within a TV show.
Yeah.
Lima. San Francisco.
So,
Okay.
but like,
nope, up 1.
Oh,
What?
San Francisco.
okay, my turn. Well, I'll be.
So we need 3 Soviet vans and 1 Allied van.
Well, I have 2
Neutral.
neutral.
I have 3 neutral.
We might need a neutral, depending on which Asian place.
Well, it'd be nice to be able to move it and mop up, I guess.
Oh, who has the good ability for figuring out
Washington person.
for figuring out the city, the unknown city?
Oh, isn't it Cat?
No, it's not me.
I have
Because
code
you need
book.
1 less to
Well,
identify.
So, electrician is when you do the identify target city action, reveal the required cards instead of discarding them. in code book is you need one fewer cards to do the identified target city action.
So the identified target is you need 3 cards matching the region. So you would need 2 Asian cards to identify which Asian.
I don't
place.
have any Asian cards,
Cool.
apparently.
I have 1.
I have 1. I have the ability where I can take a city card if you're in the same city as me. But I guess I'm trying to make my way to Prague.
So
If I start there, I can get 2 action tokens.
Prague. Oh, right there.
well,
But stuff's happening everywhere.
so should I? Because in order to fly to Mexico, I would have to discard this, right?
Yes. Why would you want to go to Mexico City?
I was gonna go to Lima. Because there's 3 there.
Well, we can just use the event to get rid of 2 if it comes up.
It's true.
You can go over here and get rid of Karachi with your umbrella.
So
I like that plan.
I'll do 1, 2, 3,
Nice.
4. I'm tired of cleaning up Bangkok.
Hey, look at
Asia.
What is it?
Hanoi. And I have 3, so I just need 1 more, and I can get us an allied bus.
Neutral.
You sure?
Neutral.
Cairo. And Leopoldville. Yes. Ugh.
All right. Well, I see where I'm going.
Alright, so I'm gonna go 1, 2.
Secret Asian man. Secret.
I
And
guess
you're
I'll just go 3 and 4 just to get rid of stuff off the board.
Cool.
And 1 Quiet Night. Hey.
Hey!
LA. Boo. Cairo Cube. Boo.
No. How am I supposed to go in there? I was going there next too. Oh, wait a second.
Did you want to take Osaka from me?
Question.
And Jakarta, you can build.
Question. Are we?
It says once per turn.
Are we supposed
Yeah,
to
but
have
I'm Jim.
What's up?
Oh, you're that one. Okay.
the running man people?
No.
I don't think we
The
need
objectives
those.
didn't tell us to do it, so no.
Oh, okay. I just got so used to having running man peoples.
Yeah.
So we had to play it like 3 times.
Yeah.
So once per an action, I can take a card from another player in my city.
But then you'd have to go all the way to Bangkok.
Huh?
Oh, wait, no, you could just summon this.
No, I'm not that person, but
Oh, pfft.
What?
no, that's Rita's ability is once per turn as an action you may take a city card from another player in your city. So you're with me and
But then I'm also Jim, so you don't really need your ability. You can just
Yeah.
take from me.
What are you trying to do?
Well, because she's 2 away from getting neutral,
I'm 1 away.
and I have
well,
both of them.
we can have a couple buses,
But we
mopping
only,
things up.
the only thing we would need neutral for, though, would be Bangkok, Karachi,
Well, they can clean
And,
up
yeah,
Africa, and we don't have to worry about Africa.
Africa, and then South America.
Just saying, we do need 3 neutral cards to discard for this. So we do need cards too.
Oh, wait, what? What is...
That. So you have to get to the basement and discard 3 neutral cities.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
damn.
can get in there and figure out what numbers we need, but I only have 1 neutral city, so I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Oh,
If
okay.
you- if
I will
you-
try to go to you and give you my neutrals then.
Okay.
Also, if you want to get to me somehow and give me your...
I can't get to you.
What do you mean? I'm not that far from you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Then, is yours thing once per turn?
No, it's just whenever that action is done.
Because if you can give me
And I
your,
can take any city card.
Yep.
your Soviets, I can build a Soviet van.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a van maker.
We're gonna need at least 3 of those if we want to try to get all of
Windows.
the things.
What?
We're gonna need at least 3 Soviet bands.
Well, I'm your gal.
I was thinking maybe
I mean,
taking yours, and then I'd be 2 away.
You can do that.
But I'm 2 away to building.
I know.
You'd be both 2 away, but we need as many Soviet bands as possible, so however many people want to work on it.
So.
I don't know where to go then. And it seems dumb not to take from you.
We'll just take a Soviet and then go head toward agents and Moida.
Well, you can go 1, 2.
Because
No, that won't work.
if Chris is gonna head towards Matt, then you're gonna probably stay in, I'm assuming, this area? I don't know.
Has
'Cause I
Lima
have-
been hit already?
What?
Yes, Lima has been hit already.
I can fly direct flight, right?
You have to discard it though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can go to Lima and take care of Lima,
That's not a bad idea.
and then Lima's off the board for a bit.
And then if you get a neutral and draw into it, then you can go in the basement maybe.
Yeah, but she
Okay.
would also need a 9, right?
8 and 9.
So where are you
Yeah.
moving?
Lima.
How do we know we need a 9?
Once I flip these buttons, we'll know what numbers we need.
Oh, do we know that's a 9 or a 6? Is there a thing on there that tells you?
What do you mean 9 or a 6?
The number,
Yes.
the token itself. Is there a
I
way that
think-
tells you which way's up?
There's the long
The
line.
keypad behind the
On your
keypad
card,
behind
there's
it.
a long line at the top.
Oh, okay, so that's how it does it over there. Okay, got it.
Okay. I'm gonna discard.
Lima.
Nope. Seafoam.
And then go 2, 3, 4. Blam.
Yeah. Take them all out.
Keep the change, if you'll be in them.
All right.
Nice.
What are your 2 cards? Good stuff. Not good stuff.
Stop. You guests in our home.
Saigon. The bygone.
Well, I saved Lima.
Saigon.
So Saigon
like,
and
where is-
Leopoldville.
I was like, it's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Shanghai? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I see you.
Your crime boss.
You're like,
You can remotely get rid of it, right?
I can remotely get rid of one, but I can also go to Manila and then get rid of the other 2.
Yeah, but this is gonna be fun.
I'm not going anywhere near Cairo.
You don't have to go in Cairo.
Yeah, Gumbrella only works in this when you're in
Oh.
the city. So
The only person that would be good enough for it would be Reed, who can
Yeah.
do that adjacent thing.
I could treat the disease here,
Karachi.
but I would get a symptom, right?
And Khartoum.
No,
Where's Karachi?
Khartoum.
Khartoum is right here.
Oh, no.
Karachi is a beige.
I'm in
Right
Karachi.
here.
Oh,
All right.
I was like, there's-
so what's my turn?
no, it's my turn. That's Sarah's turn.
I thought it was Kat's turn.
no.
No, Sarah.
Sarah's
this
turn?
place,
Okay.
yeah.
Can't remember who got what.
Alright. 1, 2, reveal 8. For 3. Reveal. So a 9. Oh, it's got a little dot. 9 and 2.
Oh, you have a 9.
9.
But not a 2.
9 and 2. Okay.
So reveal your 9 and go back.
Uh,
So you don't get covered.
so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I bump back.
And then your mop up. The mop up happens, which bumps you out.
Right. Or do I want to... Yeah. So I'm back in Mexico City.
Is your cover blown?
No.
No. Because I moved out of the eyeball room.
Oh, I get.
Airlift.
Hey.
And you're at 7.
Yes.
You want to airlift me so I can give you 2 cards? Possibly.
If nothing else happens between now and your turn, sure.
Okay.
Well, Matt could use your blue card because he's 2 off from blue.
But he needs the 3 neutral because
Oh, that's right. You need
Well, anybody can go in there and do it. So you can just
who
switch.
has those numbers,
I have it too.
right?
It's my blue.
Well, I don't have neutral cards though. You
But I can give you these 3.
I mean,
I
sure,
don't have 2.
sure. 2, 8, and 6. So you just need a 9, and you can go in there.
I have
And another neutral.
I have none of those numbers, so I ain't going nowhere near
Okay.
Mexico.
All right, so we need to infect on my turn.
Infection.
Yes, you drew already. So Paris
Paris.
and Los Angeles.
LA.
Alright, Cat.
Okay,
So-
okay.
This one's gonna come up and hit, or
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so we'll go for 1. Because I can do that remotely. So I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Secret.
Come on, cartoon.
we already
What
drew the
the-
cartoon.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Okay.
How is that possible?
Wah wah.
I don't know.
You hit an escalation.
I shuffled.
Sydney. Sydney.
Hi,
Hi.
Sydney.
Alright, so
Shuffled.
Sydney
Wait.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Sydney is the only one that could give an
Well,
incident.
what about...
We didn't draw into Leopold yet.
Oh, okay.
So we bought some time for that one.
Do we?
Well,
I have
we
one
should-
quiet night.
We shouldn't be running into an escalation anytime soon.
Or hopefully.
Well, I mean, it should be impossible because it's supposed to
Flipping
be...
3. I would be willing to quiet night right now.
The only one who's gonna hit us here possibly is Sydney.
But that means we get 2 turns of, oh, let's just do stuff. Instead of one
Okay.
turn of, oh, let's do
And
stuff.
then,
Ah.
depending on what the bottom card here might be like, screw you over.
True.
Yeah.
And chain of event thing.
Okay.
Because watch, it would be the one time that we pulled the if you have a player in Africa card.
Alright, so it's Cat's turn.
No, that was Cat's turn.
That
So
was
it's
my
my
turn.
turn.
That's
Oh,
why
I'm
I was
sorry.
saying
Yes.
I don't know how we got 2 escalations back to back like that.
Well,
if
because it was a
at
while.
the top or and then
Yeah, it was the bottom
Yeah.
of one stack and the top of the other stack.
Well, we've already gotten 3.
Yeah.
So.
But it's been a while since we got the second one. Like, the first one was like a good while, and then it was a good while until we got the second one, and then the third one was just right after it.
It's been a while.
So, if you want to be able to do this on your turn, you would have to airlift me right now, so I can give these to you. But then
Done.
you would also have to get rid of some cards. So I can give you 3 cards. So how many do you have right now?
I have 6 right now.
So you need to get rid of
I need to get rid of 2.
2.
Because I can entanglements Sydney.
Well, is it from one city?
1 or 2 from the board.
So we can do
Oh.
1 from there and 1 from there.
Okay, so there we go. And then 1 from Sydney. And then I will discard Novosibirsk.
you need
You need your 9.
Oh, thank you. Uh,
Where's your
Rethink
8?
that.
and then you're giving me 3 neutrals?
I'm giving you 2 neutrals and a 2.
2 neutrals and a 2.
You have your 8, right?
Yeah, so I have to get rid of my 4 and my 1. We'll get rid of New York.
Remember, Chris can switch to the character to pull cards out of the trash, so.
I can.
Okay.
So I still have 1 more action.
Empowered!
Where'd you
wanna
come from?
switch characters?
Well, I got airlifted.
Well, I know, but what city did you come from?
I came from London.
Oh.
Do you want to switch your character? If you want
You have to be in safe
I have to
house.
be in a safe house.
Oh.
So you discarded New York, so I'm gonna start heading back to New York and
Makes
or-
sense.
try to go get that card. I'm gonna fish it out.
Mm.
San Francisco.
Give slack and reel.
Manila.
Give some slack and reel.
So Karachi,
Seriously!
Khartoum,
No!
and Paris.
Jeez, Paris.
I thought we.
Cartoon.
Alright, so now it's Sarah's turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So we don't need me there no more?
We don't know what.
Where are you? I'm sorry.
Lima?
Oh, Lima.
Over there.
No, I think we're good.
Well,
You want to go to Paris? Can you go to Paris somehow?
You could discard, go to Leopoldville,
I could.
and then that'll free up Cat to head east.
Yeah. I guess that's like the best I can do unless I'm doing nothing. Well, I can go 1, 2, 3. I guess I can go clean up East Coast or West Coast.
Oh, like LA or something.
Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, take that LA.
I keep wanting to take Sydney up.
Alright, what are your 2 cards? Rija? Nope.
Madrid. No,
Neutrals.
we don't have to. It's okay.
Sydney. LA.
Yeah.
And Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Where's Bangkok again? There. Okay.
Alright, so my turn.
Yes.
Action token.
Now I wish I went to Africa and then
1,
you
2,
flew
3.
up.
Discard for 4, so we meet that objective.
So what to say?
Complete read debrief 104.
Why is me?
When in the basement,
Sorry.
spend an action and discard 3 neutrals.
I'm very into the narrative right now.
104.
104.
Sadiq is not present. But
We knew that was happening.
But you find a wealth of information inside the safe house. Documents, photographs, and papers lie scattered throughout the interior, mingling with forgery supplies, several currencies, and spoiled food. From what you can piece together, Sabik has been tracking the Soviet progress with Medusa. He has multiple half-sketched operations to prevent Medusa deployment, some of which feature shocking amounts of violence and collateral damage. Return the player pawn in Sabik's safe house to Mexico City. Find card 79 in the operations deck. Place it in the intelligence file. Anyone can look at it at any time.
79?
What to
79.
say? What to say?
Oh, Red's like chain smoking cigarettes right now. He's upset.
Keep this in the intelligence file.
Washington.
Debrief number 104, which is what you just read. Destination Leningrad. I don't know what that means. Date June 1962. Boat number, charges, prepaid, description of goods, spores, and ragweed. Original freight bill. Original freight bill must accompany claim for overcharge, loss, or damage. So it's like a
It's an invoice.
customs invoice,
Yeah.
basically. So this goes in the intelligence one. So that's this
Man,
one.
he's going Leningrad? That's all the way up there.
Mm-hmm.
BFE.
Well, if I can ever get to Prague, I can get 2 action tokens if I start there. But everyone's saying no.
Alright, we need to get 1 more objective and we'll be adequate again.
Nice.
No, we don't need to just get 1. If we leave this one, they all become cube cities.
Well, we don't know that. We need to read Debrief 190 and find out.
Well, the last time we had one of these in South Africa,
I'm not
it became a
supposed to
cube
read-
city.
I'm not supposed to be reading it, right?
Right.
No.
Alright, Kat, what
And
are you
I
doing?
think we
oh, wait, no.
saved
Do we need to
ourselves
flip?
from South
Or we need
America.
to draw?
Moose Cow. Leningrad. Okay.
Leningrad.
Did you
Nice.
say
We already
moose
did
cow?
that.
did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, I didn't draw my cards. That was Bangkok from Sarah's turn.
Yeah.
And then you made a face because it was Bangkok. And then you said, oh, I gotta go back over
Madrid.
Oh.
Cairo Cube. And Lima.
there. Madrid. Where? Okay. And Lima. You missed
Alright.
one.
Sloppy.
I can see it from Mexico City. You missed one!
They're stirring again. Well then.
Okay.
I can go to Sydney on my next.
You could just go
Turn.
chicka blow in both of those places.
Shake a
Well, I can go
blow.
to Sydney now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't get to Paris. It's just not gonna happen.
Then just clean up these guys.
So, I'm not worried about them really.
What kind of sound would a gun umbrella make? Gunbrella.
Shake a blow.
How many umbrellas can you do? This one?
When you do the neutralize agent action in your city, remove 1 or 2
Oh,
agents.
so as long as you do the action.
So there's no reason for her not to take.
So you can take out your city, go to Sydney, and take out Sydney.
So
That was a heck of a sentence, Chris.
I can't take out Sydney. I can take 2 out from Sydney, but I can't clean Sydney up.
Yes, you can. You have Sydney.
I'm trying to build. I was gonna say trains, vans here. Okay.
You don't get rid of it. It's an alliance.
Yeah, you can just reveal it and fly there.
Oh, I guess it's true.
So you can go chicka blah. You got the ships and all the. What was this?
No, stop.
Okay.
Just. So that's 1.
Guns and ships.
So 2,
3,
3, and then 4.
4. Okay.
Good job, Gunbrella.
All right. I can build a neutral van.
How many cards you got?
I got 8.
Wah wah.
Probably discard an allied one.
Maybe Algiers. Or no, yeah, Sydney you can get Manila, so yeah, maybe Sydney? I don't know. Sydney's in here now though, so that might come in handy for you to just jump to Sydney.
Yeah, but Algiers is gonna get me here, which is very central. So no, I will get rid of Sydney.
Alright. Cairo. Regular Cairo. Leopoldville. And Saigon.
Ugh.
Yep.
What is this? Saigon?
Saigon gone.
So I can go. I have visa to Bangkok, so I can go 1, 2, 3, get rid of 1 in Saigon and be stuck there.
Wait, why are you? So what are you? You're flying to Bangkok
I said I could.
for 1, and then 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the person that you can jump safe house to safe house?
I thought that was you.
Mm-mm.
No, that is Basil.
Well, you could go to Washington.
If you stay in Saigon, I'm gonna switch aliases and I can move you out.
Oh, because you don't have to do that thing anymore.
Yeah, and I have 7 actions I can do, so it'll happen. And I can just fly to Washington, so it'll happen.
So-
you can go 7-Up, get a Slurpee.
Yeah, nicotine flavor Slurpee.
Oh God.
How are we gonna deal with Cairo?
Well, I can go to Algiers and just snipe them from. So I mean, I could just camp there and maintain
You can snipe.
adjacent. Yeah.
Which one does it?
Read.
Jason? Read.
Read.
Yeah, with authorization go to 424.
I think you need to 424 that place.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Come on, Washington.
Because we should be getting the next escalation soon, right?
Could be.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah, so I will visa to Bangkok and then get rid of one guy.
Do that the thing.
Cool. Peking!
So visa is you just fly. What was
Right,
your
it's like
visa?
it's like her Manila thing. You just fly to that city.
That you wrote down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so that's one action, and then you're only taking
Because I have to move.
2, 3.
Because there's no direct
Okay.
line.
I got you.
Alright, infect on Crystal's room.
London. San Francisco. Toronto.
Gross.
Canada.
All right, Sarah.
Like how it says, cross off months as you complete them.
Nope.
Or does it say that?
Oops.
No, we're not going to draw on the board. If they would like to draw on their board, they can draw on their board.
Matt's like, hand me the pen.
I mean, we got Sharpie.
I'm like, yeah, like, Matt's actually like, where's the Sharpie?
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
We're
It
supposed to
says
cross off the months.
off months as you complete them.
Oh,
So
way
this
to
would
go
actually,
for reading.
Well, it's on the board.
it also tells us that it's 1962.
Well, that's good to know.
So this would actually be a really fun board to just play regular Pandemic on.
Oh, you found your Sharpie? You want it to be red?
Yes.
Jeff.
Oh, are we not using the stars specifically or anything like that?
No, the stars are just how many objectives.
Oh, okay. Are we just being silly now?
Yep.
You should have done that today. Oh, because...
And then we're in June. All right.
Yep.
Isn't it a Sharpie?
Dry erase will take that off.
Oh, do I need to get some more permanent? Do I need to actually bleed on the board? Does that satisfy you, Kat?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what I care.
You're just like,
Dry erase what?
take a knife, and you're like, drip.
So,
Oh, I got to paint for that. Yeah, I don't have to cut myself. That's fine.
What do you have? You.
I can stay over there, take care of San Francisco. It was just drawn. Or I can fly by discarding here. But I'm one away from
Oh,
a bus.
so if you go up to San Francisco, you can also either go to Tokyo or Saigon.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need neutral buses? I don't think we do.
We might, because these are the only Asian cities left.
Okay.
And Pyongyang.
Well, Kat already has a bus, though.
As bus.
Right.
If we wanted to, like, kind of mop up.
Yeah, if we wanted to just like have neutral buses stationed in
He
places.
just camped out there and
I need
can take
your.
care of those two.
Which one?
We either need to give you my 2 Soviets, or you need to give me 2 of your Soviets.
Oh, I have to give you. I can't take from people unless we're following the rules.
I thought your guy said take and give.
No, just
I would do
give.
Leopoldville.
People can take from me,
Or-
and I can give.
Madrid.
Madrid, take care of Paris.
Didn't you just
That's
say
an
that
idea.
I couldn't take from you?
No, I can't take from
So
you.
Madrid,
Oh.
Paris,
Then I
remove, and then go to Rome. Or go back to Madrid.
Probably Rome, because that way, close.
no, I want to go to
Oh wait, no, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So Madrid.
Going to Paris?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, there you go.
and then I can start with 2 action tokens.
Oh, because it's Prague. Ha.
Yeah.
Take that, Calcutta.
Calcutta.
Oh, I would have had a bus.
Alright, in fact, for Sarah.
All right, Osaka. Hey, we're in new territory,
Osaka? Where's Osaka?
and Pyongyang,
Pyongyang.
and East Berlin.
No,
Okay.
This is scary. We're in new territory now.
Alright.
Right.
So, reveal Washington for 1. Whoosh! Down the suit for 2. Move. Where do you want to go?
you
Where's
can go up
Cat?
to 3 spaces away.
You can just go here. There's no I there. Oh, because you can move.
Sydney.
You guys can move.
I can move a player spawn up to 3 cities away
3.
from its current
Move
city.
me to Sydney,
City? Okay.
so she can take. Yeah, but no, you can't take from me.
Well, she needs
Move me
a
to here.
Bangkok.
Oh,
Bangkok.
yeah, and then if you're able to move me there, I can build a bus on my turn.
Okay, so fly, change. Sorry,
Move
fly,
me.
get dressed. move Chris, move Cat, so that's 4 actions. And I still have 3 action tokens.
See.
If you want to use them.
Um,
You can snipe Toronto.
Pew pew.
I will then...
Or did you want to... Or you can't snipe San Francisco because
He
you would have to
go to
change.
Toronto.
fly to Rome, move to Algiers, and snipe Cairo. Okay.
You left Washington.
Delhi, that was 8. And that's 7. Escalation.
Whoa! Right.
Was
We
it
caught-
not an exclamation or was it one?
Picking. So, it's either Pyongyang or
Karachi.
Karachi,
Riyadh.
Riyadh, or Bombay. Jeez.
What do we
Or
need to
Pyongyang.
review?
That's what I said. I already said Pyongyang.
Oh, Pyongyang, Karachi,
Acquire.
Acquire
Bombay,
target.
or Riyadh.
So we need to have a bus in one of those cities.
What about Saigon?
Oh, and Saigon. I thought someone drew
What do
Saigon.
we need to do to like reveal that? Don't we have to?
Some
Somebody has to be in. You have to be in Washington.
identify a target city. While out of safe hours, discard 3 city
I
cards.
thought there was like we had a thing we can do to reveal it,
We do.
but we have to
And-
like discard or
That's what-
identify target.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laney cannot identify cities.
What am I? I'm in Soviet. That I'm SOL now.
So. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something,
Well-
but I don't know.
We just need to, like, get the neutral bus and wait it out. I think that's what we're doing.
Karachi, Saigon, and Lima. Alright.
Do you have 3
Dexter.
neutral? No.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will build a bus.
Yeah!
Bus, beep, beep.
Neutral bus.
Bus built. Builds a bus.
Okay, so now do you want to take these from me?
So that was 1. So yeah, I'll take.
Which 2 do you want? Baghdad, Peking, or Warsaw?
Uh,
I guess it doesn't matter because you're drawing them or discarding them. But you have to go to one of these places.
so I can go here.
But that's 2 actions right there that you just did. So now you have 1 more.
Snipe.
So it's 1. Yeah, 2, 3.
Saigon
Yeah, probably.
or Peking.
Wait, how can she get Peking? Oh, because she's
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Saigon just got hit.
Saigon just got hit, so
Peking.
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 Cool.
Counterintelligence. Put 1 card from the threat discard pile into the game end area.
Well, that's a.
That's,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's what we need.
London, Cairo, regular, and Khartoum.
Oh, good job taking up Cairo.
Oh, this got cleaned up. Mopped.
Alright, Chris' turn.
It's looking scary.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you need to be at a thing
We
to
gotta
do that.
Beat that van somewhere.
I guess I'll go 1, 2.
What's your ally? Can you fly?
San
Frame.
Francisco.
That's in there.
So then take out San
It's
Francisco.
2, you fly, and then take out
Take
1.
out 1.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no I there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nope.
That's 1.
No, Los Altos.
Wrong one. Blam. Okay, and then mop up.
Nice.
All right.
That looks a little bit better.
LA and Cairo. Sydney. San Francisco. And LA.
Nice. Alright.
Things you just cleaned.
All right, how many more turns do we have?
Not a whole lot to do.
So, Sarah, me, Kat, and then we lose at the end of Chris's turn.
Okay, and there's 1 more escalation.
Yeah.
Ew. How are we able to do? The disrupt trials.
We just need at least one Soviet
So-
van in one of these cities, and we can consider that objective done.
Yeah, it just.
So
won't be a
Sarah,
deal.
like, if you wanted to do this, you would.
I would have to.
I mean, we could just try it.
Honestly, you could just go, to Washington, and then just say Karachi.
Well,
Um,
this would have to be wherever the van is if we
I-
wanted to do that one.
I'll put this
Well-
out here. On my turn, I can go to Washington and just give a city card to Kat to make a Soviet bus, and we can just do that on Kat's turn.
I can.
Well, she has 4. She only needs
That's
4.
right. That's a thing that happened in this game. Never
I
mind.
just need to be at a Soviet.
She needs to be
Compound.
here. She needs to be in Prague,
Oh, I can just move her.
and then she can do it over here because when she builds it here, it's already a target
Right.
place.
Okay.
So yeah,
So-
so
So you would have to move her to Prague.
Okay.
So that way she can do it.
Thinking of going and. Because Leopold is in there too.
Unless you want to also move this to Leopold.
why?
Ooh.
Don't move that.
But I was thinking of
We need the
trying
bus.
to identify.
And yeah, I was like, that's why I'm like saying don't move the bus.
You would
'cause-
need 3 Asian cards.
No, it's the
The alliance. They
matching
match
the
your
region.
region.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
you need 3 Asias. You have 2 Asias.
I have none.
I don't have any Asias.
I have 2 Asias. You can't have.
You can give an Asia to Matt.
For his 3 Asias.
No, she can. You can give, right?
No.
Oh no, you can take.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Where are you?
As an action, discard a city card to place a safe house in a matching city.
oh, you're not the other person anymore.
No, I wasn't Janet. Because I didn't think the safe house was going to be much useful.
Janet.
Well, the one that lets you take, right? Who
This
lets
one
you?
takes.
So can you take from Matt right now? One of his Asias.
If I was in the same city as him.
I have Delhi and Novosibirsk, but I'm in Algiers, so.
1, 2, 3. You can take, and that's it.
Well, you have 2 actions. Because you got.
Oh, yeah.
You have 6 actions right now.
Oh, that's true.
How old are you?
It just happened.
Okay, so she takes the thing from me for 4, and then she has 2 actions.
Yes. Wait, hold on. But you also have to be at a safe house
For what?
to identify it.
She also has to be in Washington.
Well, that's
Mm-mm.
that's acquire.
No, that's acquire targets.
So after we identify it,
I was thinking of
Yeah.
sacrificing
this
my
is-
turn to
This is
identify.
acquire target.
Right, but we're trying to identify.
So
what
we
this
know where
face
the
down
bus
card
is.
Oh.
We want to reveal what this is. That's so we're trying to
Pull off.
figure that out.
So acquiring it is putting the van there.
The van in that city, yes, but we don't know what city
And
it is
then
unless
acquire.
we identify it
or we could just guess.
or guess.
Yeah.
Which is what is it? That's a 25%. 1, 2.
I think so.
Where did this? This was over here, right? So
Yeah.
1, 2,
I
3,
feel like
4,
Sarah's gonna pull.
5. Oh,
Well,
20% chance.
But we haven't really been needing those in.
I mean that's a good plan. I'm not saying it's not. So go for it if you feel it's what you want to do.
Because we're not going to get the Soviet vans.
Not all of them.
Not all
No,
of
not
them.
all
We
of
can get
them.
one.
I'm like, if Chris could have gotten Matt his 2 Soviet cards, we could have gotten 2 Soviet vans. But
That's fine.
you know,
So.
I mean, 3 wastelands is better than 4 wastelands.
So I need 3 to get to Algiers.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on. What do you have in your?
Or I have. I need-
What's in your
Asia.
Sao Paulo in your thing there?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Oh, nobody wants to go there.
So I need.
It feels so weird not starting in Atlanta.
Mm.
Where'd you guys start this time?
We always start in Washington.
Okay, what are you doing?
No, in the normal pandemic game, we always
So I
start
guess
in,
No, I know. In this
Okay.
yeah.
talking about
So
here,
yeah,
we
four.
always started in Washington.
So 4.
So now you go to a safe house or build one.
So only Asians.
Yeah, you can build just one right here. Oh no, you can't because it's the other person, right?
Yep. I was trying to see where I could fly, but
To Atlanta.
That's not a safe house though.
I need a
But she can get
neutral
to
safe
Washington.
house.
Oh, you need
No, you just have to be at a safe house
Yeah.
to identify.
Oh.
yeah.
So you could fly to
So you-
Atlanta with your card and then
Get to Washington, but she's not going to be able to.
have enough
Do
turns
it.
left to do it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, she can fly to Sao Paulo.
Hey, there's a safe house there.
So
Yeah.
that's 5, get rid of a token. And 6, you identify. Nice.
All right. So what is it?
Oof.
Let it be Karachi.
It's the Saigon. It's
I
the
bet you in a
Saigon.
way thing, it's Bombay.
Saigon.
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 Okay, thanks, Neutral Bus.
Yeah, right.
You can go home. You can
Now
go
we
home,
need an
bus.
ally bus. How to?
All right.
the one allied in that one region.
So horrible.
Rude.
Okay.
You're welcome, guys.
Well,
this
here's your 2
discard?
cards.
Is this discarded?
So are
Yes.
we looking at like an adequate or like a possible?
Yeah,
fail?
discard. Okay. What'd you
Toronto.
get?
Hey, you got an Asia. We know it's not Pyongyang.
Yeah, good job. All right. Madrid,
Imagine.
East Berlin,
East Berlin.
Pyongyang.
Pyongyang.
Okay.
Good job seconding that one.
Saigon.
So
Cairo?
I'm just maintaining so we don't die, right?
Well, we can
She
do
needs to
cat.
get
We
to
can end. We
Prague.
can get this objective on Cat's turn if she's in Prague at the
Okay,
start of her
so
turn.
she needs to go to Prague. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Hold on, wait, can you. How did you do that again?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Oh, I didn't see the line there. I was very confused.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so that's 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
3 actions, and I'll fly back to Washington and go Soapy for 4. Yeah. Hey, it's not Bombay. You're not Sprit.
Oh no, keep
Wait, keep that.
that
Why?
because I can give you. Oh, we won't get back to your turn.
Yeah.
No, it's ending on my turn.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
'Cause
we're
he's
gonna run
gonna-
out of cards.
He's gonna pick the last card. Infect on my turn.
And one of them.
Leopoldville.
Escalation, too.
Hey,
Hey, incident.
incident. Pause. Sleeper cells activate. Place an agent in every city with 1 or more incident tokens in South America.
No.
No.
Get
Hey,
out of here.
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Toronto
Wait, I'm in South America.
and Bangkok.
But there's no
All right, we're okay.
incidents.
Incidents. Okay.
All right, Kat,
Beat, beat.
do your thing.
Okay, so I will build a van.
Beep, beep. And then disrupt Prague.
That was one
What's the-
action.
Is disrupt trial.
That was 1.
Okay, you just do the action to do it. Okay.
So then I just do
It's an action just to trigger it.
select a disrupt child objective. You have it up. Okay, so I will disrupt Prague then.
Yep.
So Prague just goes away.
Well,
No,
all
so
of
we
it's
did
done.
we do this now. Read debrief 206.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna tell us to do sticker stuff.
Yep.
The trial was disrupted, and the teams picked up an infected Soviet soldier with a medical kit labeled Pearl Compound, Medical Ward, Medusa Treatment. Analysis of both soldier and kit should prove useful. One player may return 1 symptom card to the supply. None of you have symptom cards.
Because we stay out of Cairo.
Open doors
Corn.
38, G, and C.
38G and C.
38.
Yep.
G and C.
Apply rule stickers to the rules book and read them.
38.
More stickers.
Ah,
Draw the pause
They have
card
numbers
of the
on
legacy
them.
and read the back.
G
Okay.
and C.
And then
Alright.
there's another then after that.
Okay, so now we're reading the pause card.
Well, we got. What are these?
so
We got
these are
stickers of-
exposed city stickers, and they have actual numbers on them. So it says like 1, 2, and 3.
And then these are rules.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
says when you put an exposed city sticker on a city, use an exposed city sticker with a number matching the infection card's starting intensity.
Oh,
Gross.
Add disease cubes to cities with a starting intensity. In each city with a starting intensity, add disease cubes equal to its starting intensity.
oh
For
no.
example, if Paris has a starting intensity of 1, put 1 disease cube in Paris during setup.
Oh no. So, Kiev, East Berlin, and Paris are probably gonna get intensity stickers.
Probably.
Yep.
Right now, draw the next 4 cards and continue reading the debrief entry. Okay.
So
No
These are
infections.
Yep.
rule
Pause. Draw this card and read the back during step 3 at the end of the first game in June.
Okay.
So I
That's
don't
when
do
the game
anything
ends.
right now.
Let's go on game end and we keep playing.
where do the rules go?
It should.
'Cause
Oh,
it
that
says-
was G and.
And F.
And C.
It should say on the
Yeah,
back.
C and G. And then, but that doesn't have a sticker spot? Oh, here's G.
Okay, so I have 2 left.
Hold on, we have a then on the
Yes.
debrief.
Then we have a. So you read the pause.
Uh-huh.
Then turn each city where the trial was not disrupted into an exposed city
But we knew that was happening.
using the new infection cards following the rules for the marking exposed cities. Place these infection cards into the game end area and destroy any unused infection cards. Move all 3 city cards under the disrupt trial objective to the player discard pile.
So, Paris, right?
No. Yes, sorry.
East,
East
Berlin.
Berlin.
Hold on. Did I spell Paris right?
Yes.
And then East Berlin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
L-I-N, right? L-I-N? B-E-R-L-I-N?
Yes. Don't stack it. Yeah. There you go.
Keith.
K-I-E.
K-I-E-B.
Okay. And then how do we know which stickers to put on them? Which new stickers?
So this is starting intensity 1,
Oh,
1,
these.
and 1.
Oh, so they're probably gonna get worse.
Okay, so they just get 1 right now. Cool. Story.
Guess we're gonna have to get some handy with those symptom cards then, huh?
Yeah, I guess
Surely
so,
we're
huh?
gonna get like a treat disease cube action coming up.
We have
shortly.
treat disease.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, our allied.
Oh, it's just when we go in, we get a symptom.
Yeah.
Mm,
Got it. Okay.
but Cairo was kind of like, oh, I see you.
Do
Yeah.
I need to reread any part of that?
I don't think so. That's
No, I
it.
think we're good.
Where's my other one?
Paris.
The Eiffel Tower.
Okay, so now you have 2 more actions.
So just because 1.
Yeah.
Is that a... It is, okay.
Yeah. 1, and then
Oh, what are these?
Those were on Paris.
from Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So mop up.
At the dog groomers the other day, there was a German Shepherd who
Oh god.
needed a staircase to get into the van.
Yeah, trigger's almost there. Nice.
That's
The escalation.
escalation.
That's funny.
Really nice though. They had a really cool like
All right.
fold-out ladder thing for their car. It was
Mhm.
nice.
Guys, I can get rid of the threat card.
Get rid of Cairo. Send a message.
Pyro.
Alright, I'm gonna go get rid of
We
San
have
Francisco.
honey, we have it escalated for me.
Oh, that's right.
And you're infected.
Cairo Cube.
No,
Osaka. and
that
Paris.
are you taking out this?
Saka, Paris. No,
Or
no, I
the
was sorry.
key.
I thought the green one was
I
in
thought the other one was in there. I was like,
Yeah.
go take it out.
Well, we can take it out now.
It doesn't matter.
there. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Chris is gonna pull.
So what are you doing right now?
I took out the 3 guys in San Francisco.
Hey, we can technically still take something out and maybe not get hit with an incident.
Well, once he draws his card, the game's over.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's not going to get to another infection. So it
Right.
doesn't matter. This is the best possible place for an escalation.
Yeah. So, all right. Not bad. We was adequate.
Blam.
Blam.
Alright, pause. Draw this card and read the back during step 3 at the end of first game. So we're not at step 3 yet, so check objectives. We're good. So we passed these 2.
What is the highest amount of funding cannot go above 10 or below 1? Oh, so because we're adequate, we get +1, so we'll get 6 funding.
Yay! Check cities. Alright, so we gotta add some eyeballs.
Focus.
That's only
Eyeballs.
Only
Uh,
instant markers, yeah.
So London and Leopold.
London.
Sarah
Gets
worked
its
so hard
thing
to
back.
try and keep Leopold clean.
tried to get over there, but it never happened.
And
So
that's it.
London and Leopold, yeah. We didn't have very many instances. We kept the bad guys out. It's just having to get forces
Alright.
really
Well-
sucked.
Check 3, check
Soviets.
legacy deck. Alright. Here we go. Drawing this at the end of June. Right now. Open the following doors. 0 or O. Is that O? I think that's an
That's
O.
target.
So here's O.
Oh,
What is it?
36.
that's nice. While in a safe house, return 1 symptom card from your hand to supply.
17.
Ooh,
You
that's
can get
fancy.
treated. That's a rule.
That's a.
A Rubel.
Oh,
That's the things we add to our actions.
Hooray.
17. 22.
Okay, so 17 is more assets. You can fly to Soviet cities using the commercial flight action if you discard the matching card.
That is. How many of those do we have?
That's a 1-point upgrade.
How many copies?
1.
Darn it.
can I see your action thingy?
And then Army Doctor. Hey. If you enter the Army Doctor city, return all your symptom cards to the supply.
Oh, that's
That'll go
Experimental
in the folder.
medicine. As an action, remove all the disease cubes from your city.
Nice.
wait. What was that?
As an
Oh,
action,
that
remove
goes
all the disease
Up there
cubes.
with Washington.
Oh, right.
Field medic. As an action, remove 1 disease cube from the field medic city or city adjacent to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's an army doctor? No,
That's field medic.
that's field.
So you just write down East Berlin and you could just.
Well, no, you
Well, then you
wouldn't-
probably write down Cairo and just be like blah 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 blah.
Cairo's not really what we have to worry about. We have to
But
worry
if
about
you do
these stars.
East
No.
Berlin, you can go adjacent to it,
No,
so
no,
you
no.
can do both of those.
You can name Prague.
And then hit Kiev and.
No,
No,
you
there's-
wouldn't be able to hit Kiev,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
You
East
could
Berlin
bump-
will be better.
I have Prague, so if I'm Rita,
The army medic.
If you're receiving a failing evaluation, read debrief 116. We are not.
Oh well, the field medic lets you choose your city.
Right. So,
So
you can choose Cairo with that.
what does your other doodaddy for Prague do?
Just
if
like
I
Prague.
start there, I can get 2 action tokens.
Oh,
if you start there.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then we also get a new event added to our game.
Right.
So, a trial vaccine. Hey, like the real world. Remove 2 disease cubes from the board.
Nice.
Hey.
That's an auto include.
Warning. End of part 1.
Oh, okay.
So, part 2.
A nice little bow
Says-
on the plot.
Draw this card just before you set up your first game in July.
Cool.
Alright, so we've got to do the rest of this first. Check game and area, blah blah blah. We have that here. Spend budget. We got 4. Yeah, we got 4. So this doesn't get completed and we're not in June anymore.
Alright, so how much?
We have 4 points.
4 points?
Yes.
Well, somebody should definitely be the medic, for sure.
The field medic.
Yeah.
I'm down for naming it Prague since Rita.
So your case is you want it to double up on Prague.
Yes, and then all I would have to do is bounce down to Istanbul to hit Cairo if needed, or Kyiv.
It's only you can only treat on that city right down.
Yeah, it says as an action remove one disease cube from the field medic city or city adjacent to it.
So you don't even have to like go to be in Prague to activate it. You just wherever you
So
are, you
it's-
can just remote.
Right, it's basically her crime boss.
Yeah.
4 cubes.
Experimental medicine says as an action remove all disease cubes from your city.
I was misreading.
Yeah.
I thought it was from your location.
So no. So I think we should hold on to field medic just because
We don't know
we don't know
gonna-
what's going to happen like over here or whatnot. But I think taking experimental medicine would be smart for 2 points.
Instead of all disease cubes? Or one?
Which one's that one?
Experimental medicine as an action remove all disease cubes from your city.
So that would mean taking the symptom to do that.
Right, but we can treat symptoms now.
We can,
Yeah,
that's
so
what we just got. The treatment.
oh, I understand. Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes, I agree with that thinking now.
So it'd be smart if somebody took Army Doctor and experimental medicine. The Army Doctor says if you enter the Army Doctor city, return all your symptom cards to the supply. And then experimental medicine says as an action remove all diseases from the city.
So then you would yeah.
what if you set Army Doctor to Cairo? So this is when you enter it, right? When you enter it, you return all your symptoms, but then Cairo has a thing.
So you don't want that because
So what would be the stacking order? Could you make it get a symptom and then return it because it's the doctor city?
that would be the simplest way to do it.
because it doesn't say that you do that as an action. It just says you automatically return all your symptom cards.
Okay, so who can afford to double up and take both of those now?
I can.
Janet.
She can.
Okay.
So
And then I can build
Basil.
safe houses.
Only Basil can.
As an action,
We had
so.
it.
Okay, I'm
What?
Connie would have to do it, or can?
No, I said Connie can. And the only thing that she has right now
I mean, because
is target cities.
Wait, so what was the thing about the Army Doctor? If you
If you enter the Army Doctor city, return all your symptom cards to the supply.
that's only that character though. That person, the person who is the Army Doctor.
Right.
Right.
That's why I was asking.
Right.
So
Okay.
Connie would have to take.
So I'm just saying
For-
experimental medicine and Army Doctor doubled up together makes sense to me. But it doesn't have to be that way.
So do you
And-
want it, or does Sarah want it, so that you can continue being crime boss all the time?
So
So one of them, if you enter in a safe house, you basically rinse off symptoms.
That's our action. While at a safe house, return one symptom card to your supply.
yeah.
Wasn't there one you said that gets rid of all of?
when
Army
you-
Doctor when you enter that city.
So you write down the
Oh.
city, and when you go there, you just wash
Yeah.
your hands.
I thought
Only
it
the
was
person
safe
who's
house.
that person. Only the person who has that asset though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like anyone who went to that city. I was like, oh.
And then forged papers for somebody would be good too. That you can fly to Soviet cities using commercial flight option.
I would like that one
Yeah.
for red, so I can go to wherever the next basement we have to go to. 'cause I'm
All right,
sure
that would
it's-
be all 4 points then.
that's four
So
by itself.
'Cause it's 2-1-1.
2-1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would
So.
like the Soviet one. If everyone's okay with that.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
I'm fine with
So I mean we don't
None
have
of these really help my thing on my character, so I'm good with not having any of
that.
these.
Anything have to do with like safe houses?
not yet.
Okay.
So
The only other thing we have is one more visa, if you want to travel somewhere.
I mean we can hold off on the medicine.
I'm like, do you want a visa for Prague? So that way you can just go to Prague whenever you
I
want.
feel like one of those medicine things needs to be taken. Like either the experimental Army Doctor combi or the other one.
Well, the thing is we still have our Soviet person we haven't used yet. So What are our other stuff? Let's read those.
That's it. Well, we got tracking device.
I just feel like cubes
During the
are
do
gonna
action
suck
step,
out of
you
control.
may look at the top 2 cards of the threat deck, which
So-
is blah.
One of the things that lets you
And then
control
shop
cubes.
owner, as an action, while in the city, swap 2 cards from your hand with 1 from the discard pile.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
That's 3
good.
points though.
Yeah, it's worth it. That's why.
We really could have used it last turn. Or last game.
I think that's all the assets we have
We
left.
were adequate, right?
We were adequate, yeah.
Yes.
Our junior agentness is showing
Junior
through.
agent. That makes me want fun.
What's today?
That's why we have this.
Today is the
You area.
22-1.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
believe.
22, isn't it?
Today's the 25th.
It is a 22, yes. So, are we doing those ones?
So we can also delete eyeballs. We can.
I think we're okay with eyeballs.
Okay.
The
I'm
only
good.
thing I can think of is no, that's
We can still cover it. We can
Yeah,
cover
still
any
cover it.
eyeball.
So.
I'm fine doing
Just
all
assets?
4 of those. Yeah, assets. Whoever wants to take the medic stuff, that's what we need to figure out.
So.
I don't need it.
So I think
Like, do you want to keep Crime Boss running most of the time?
That's not really how it works.
It's
Like.
not? You have to, because usually switching into Safe House doesn't happen. Like, you guys just don't get to it until it's like,
It's situational. Like, I've been very lucky. I haven't had to change
okay.
because Lainey is a powerhouse. So
Well, that's why I'm like, because Lady is a powerhouse. Do you want to put that there? And,
Can we
like,
afford
block
to
the
not for
powerhouse?
you not to be Lainey?
That's what I was asking.
so
Well, who would
Well,
do this
Like,
on
I get
yours
that
if
you
you were
She's
to take
also-
it?
like-
But, like,
It'd be probably Janet.
that's what I was
so
laughing.
she's also
the
been
utility
uncovered quite a few times too. So
That's true.
she may die.
So safe
She's
house
been so
and take stuff.
So
Safe house. I think there's a case for both because Sarah has safe house synergies on both characters, so we would
Yeah.
still get that on top of treating disease cubes.
so
But having Cat be just a Swiss Army knife of death, that means
She takes
we
out
can
people.
focus
She
on
takes out people and cubes.
more utility and
Well,
then-
can Lainey do both?
no,
Can Lainey
because
do one? No.
no, because I
Lainey's
did.
full.
So I mean, Sarah's more than welcome to do Bezos and cubes. I have no problem with keeping people in check.
Forged papers fly to any Soviet place.
That is
yes,
Mr. Reed.
Red.
Is it?
REDD.
So that one was 1?
Yes. And then experimental medicine and army doctor are 2 and 1.
When do you guys get to your Soviet?
I don't know.
Maybe part 2?
Will the game force you?
Yes. The game will tell you when to do it, just like it told us when to have the neutral.
And that's why you're wanting to keep some of the skills because
Well, we don't no need for some of them now.
So which one treats cubes? Well, I mean, we all can treat cubes, but
Experimental.
experimental medicine is you can just remove all of them from your city when you do it.
So
An army doctor is whenever you go back to your base, basically, you just kind of be like, all right, symptoms, bye-bye. So you can like go into a place, experimental medicine it, and then go back to your base and be like, I'm clean now.
like just take a shower.
Yeah.
But that the base meaning it is
The
whatever
base-
city you chose, right?
Right. And I think the base would probably be best as Istanbul. Because you could, if you're coming from Paris, it's just 2 away. If you're coming from Cairo, it's 1 away. And it's also next to Prague. For who has the Prague thing?
I think it would be smart to make the city somewhere
Yeah.
with a safe house. Because what if you make it Istanbul, and Istanbul somehow gets all eyeballs?
Ooh.
Hmm.
If you do it somewhere with a safe house, then she doesn't have to worry about eyeballs.
Yeah, but see, Istanbul is next to these two, is one away from these 2 that will always have cubes. And then 2 away from here and 3 away from here. But if it's Prague, it's 2 away from here, 2 away from there, 1 away, and 1 away. I guess it's the same thing.
I'm like, Prague is where
It's just different ones.
I'm saying Prague is where the army doctor's home city should be instead of Istanbul.
Yeah, Prague will probably be better because the games will always start with 1, versus Cairo is maybe after
Who
the first
knows?
escalation, basically.
But the thing is too is we might get something over here, so that's why I'm saying I think we should hold off on army doctor and just do experimental medicine right now.
I thought we were trying to do 2 things right now. Were we going to do experimental medicine and field medic then?
I think we decided to wait in case something came up here.
So
Because I think it'd be doable now that we can kind of treat symptoms. Because we only get 1 if we enter a city, right?
Right.
So, because we're basing the wash your hands of the symptom cards based off of these, but we don't know. I mean, these have 1, but what happens if we get over here and these get 3s?
Yeah.
So she's gonna spend all her time over here with no way to get back here to clean her symptom cards up. So I think it's best to hold off on
Army doctor.
army doctor.
So experimental medicine goes to who?
It's going to Sarah, but I'm not sure which character she's putting it on.
There you go. Figure it out. So we got 1 more point then. The other one is field medic. You can remove 1 disease cube from the field's medic city or a city adjacent to it.
I say we hold up on any other disease cube stuffs.
Okay. So then we got
That was a
Visa.
sloppy sentence.
I know where you were coming from.
We got
what does the
Visa
do again?
and the cancel eyeball. Visa lets you travel. Remember, you have it.
So, does somebody want the visa
Me
to
and
move to
Kat
like
have Visa already.
Delhi?
I do not have. Well, I would want a visa on Reed, but he's full, so I'm good on visa.
Would anyone else like a visa?
But if we're
Like,
talking about waiting
further
until this
along?
stuff gets
Yeah.
worse, I think we should save visa.
Like other
I'm down for that.
So then,
just,
do we want to anti-eyeball something?
Yeah.
What, something that has 1 on it?
If I put this experimental medicine on Rita, that
that makes her full?
it would make her full, but I can maybe, since it is kind of all near Prague, if I can just make it my way back to Prague, I can get 2 extra two action
Tokens.
tokens to where I'd maybe kind of keep those cubes down.
But you would have to spend turns getting to Prague, so you'd be giving up turns not doing other things to get those.
Yeah, and then spending
Yeah.
I mean,
and
it
spending
might,
an action to
it might
switch
benefit, it
to
might
clean
not.
your hand up. So
Yeah.
I think Jana would be a better choice because then you have another asset to maybe we get something that can synergize with that.
Okay.
And then
Okie
and what's her other ability?
The safe house
Authorization code
and
405.
discard a city card to move a team to the matching city.
So you have agent cleanup with that. And then now you have cube cleanup. Okay. Alright, so do we want to clear up New York, Toronto, London, Paris, East Berlin, Warsaw, Lagos, Santiago,
I think
Riyadh,
Johannes.
Jakarta, Osaka, Shanghai, Saigon.
I would say Paris if it didn't have a green sticker on it.
We could do Prague.
Well, Prague
Oh.
has a safe house.
So it
That's
doesn't
true.
really matter.
What about Leningrad?
Well, it has 3. So covered 1 up doesn't really do much.
You, for each eyeball that's on here, you mark a thingy off?
Yeah. So it'll be 2 if you start your turn here.
Versus 3.
Yeah. Or we can just remove a whole city. So, I don't know.
So
What about
since-
London then?
So since Leningrad was name drop on that customs form, I think we should do Warsaw. That way we have a safe space
Next to
London.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like how
Yeah.
London got an eyeball. We got rid of the eyeball and it got an eyeball again.
Alright, Warsaw.
Did it really?
So we have a
It
retreat.
did,
Yeah.
We have a retreat to Leningrad.
Yeah.
Give a little
Okay.
fat sticker tower.
It's 10:30. Are we doing another one?
No.
No?
My eyes are pretty tired.
Alright. That's it for tonight. We got halfway through pandemic.
We finished part 1
Yeah, part 1 is done.
of 78.
So,
We're adequate.
There's no way there's.
Yeah, we're adequate.
Yeah, we were adequate. I need to write that down in mine.
Yeah.
I'll do that soon.
So-
Alright, like and subscribe. See ya.
well, it's funny